Hey folks, I have got a little bit of a follow-up to my last video and also a little challenge to go through. So about a week ago, I posted a what to do if you're a photographer stuck at home video, and basically my recommendation was to spend that time to really get to know your camera, at least take a little time, go through all the settings, and I basically said there's probably some things that your camera can do that you didn't even know about, and I said I'd come back and show you at least a couple of things that I could share with you. And my camera is the one I'm using right here, is the Sony A7R Mark IV, and a lot of other Sonys also have the same feature that I'm about to show you, and I'm going to do it by way of challenging you. So hang on just a second, I'm going to flip this around. What I have set up here is 3 items, and it doesn't really matter what items you choose. I've chosen these 3 just because they were laying around here, and what I'm going to do is pick a specific spot on each one of these items, and one by one I'm going to focus on it and take a shot. So for the little bobblehead here, I'm going to focus on the very head of his guitar. For the lens cap here, I'm going to focus on the O in Sony. For this remote here, I am going to focus on the pause play button, and on the lens I'm going to focus on the G, the symbol on the lens itself. Now if you're a wedding photographer or a macro photographer, you come across these situations where you really want to get critical focus on a specific spot. If I'm photographing the rings and the bride and groom hand me the rings and I've got 15 minutes to get the ring shots, I've got to get out there, find location. I don't have time to waste. If I want to focus and do a shallow depth of field shot and I want the gem in focus, the stone, then I really need to be able to hit that critical focus right away, get another shot in, move on, get those rings back, and move on to the next part of the shoot. So over the years I've developed a lot of techniques to get this done in a timely manner. With this camera and with one of these quote-unquote hidden features, I'm able to do this really quickly. So this is my challenge. I've got these 4 objects set up. I've already told you where I'm going to focus, and I'm going to see and show you how fast I can do that using this feature in the Sony cameras. And then if you're up to it, I want you to pick 4 similar items. Doesn't have to be these same exact items. See how much faster or slower you can accomplish basically the same thing. And after this, I will tell you exactly how I achieved it in this camera, how to set it up, what to do. Maybe you can beat me, and maybe you're going to say, hey, I don't need your trick. But if you do shoot Sony cameras and this is a situation you find yourself in, you want to be able to get that precise focus, this is a great way to do it. So let me flip the camera back around again, show you how to do it, and we'll see. Okay, I'm just recording this on my phone, and the phone's a little far away from me, so hopefully you can still hear me. I've got my camera on and got it set up, so we're gonna start. Here we go. Okay, done. Now I'm gonna bring the camera around here and show you just how accurate that focus was. So I think we've got a pretty good view now. Let me punch in. And there we have it. Dead center on the G. The remote, again, focus right on the plus or the play pause symbol. And just so you notice, Sony has this thing when you punch in on a picture, it literally takes you right to where the focus was. Now I'll be honest, on this one I rushed it a little bit and I think it might have hit the S instead of the O, but we shall see. Yep, so I did focus on the S, but that was user error. And the last one. And there you go. Critical focus right on the head of the guitar. So there we go. So as you can see, I was able to basically hit the precise spot every time. Okay, so here we go. As promised, I'm going to show you what I do to get this to work for me. And this is again the Sony A7R IV. I know it worked on several of my previous Sonys, so I can't promise that it works in your camera exactly the same way, but most of the modern Sonys have this feature. So the first thing I do is go into custom setup, and the critical one right here is what they call focus magnifier. So I set that up right here. It's a little, because there's already a little magnifying glass there. It kind of makes sense to me, and it's right where I can reach it pretty quickly and easily. Second thing you need to make this feature work is to have your camera in DMF or manual focus. Well, DMF really for the trick that I use. And so basically what that does is if you're in DMF and you hit the magnifier, it gives you a little rectangle in the middle, and as you can see it punches in, but it still allows you to use autofocus. So right where that orange cross is exactly where it's focusing. And so let me use something a little bit better here. Let's just say I was trying to focus on the cross right there where the two beams meet. I'm able to put that rectangle on there, punch in again, and then put that focus right exactly on the spot that I want. And then when you take the picture, as you can see, it puts it right there. So it's kind of a way to cheat the system.